Blessings, guys. Welcome to my channel and my page, 𝐴𝑁𝐺𝐸𝐿𝑂'𝑆 with you. And tonight we're going to be doing the readings for your loved one, to be able to understand what the person, whether it's your partner or your crush or your relationship partner or someone that you've been known for a long time, feels, have kind of intentions or thoughts about you. So for this case, I want you to really concentrate on one of these decks. The first deck is the skull deck, the second deck is the tiger eye, and the third deck is the amethyst. I want you to put all your energies together and to concentrate and imagine that person right in front of you, and mentally ask them, what do they want to tell you? Maybe even if they don't respond in your imagination about what they want, I just want you to feel the connection with them. Once you feel the connection, then we're going to be able to actually do the reading appropriately. Of course, we're going to start with the skull deck over here, psychic tarot deck, and we are going to be able to say what this person thinks about you. So I want you to pause this video if you can and focus on your beloved or crush person. Okay, so take your time, and once you're ready, let's begin. So right now, those of you who chose the skull and the psychic tarot, I want you to think about your partner and let's see what is their intention, feelings, or thoughts about you. Okay, let's go. So we're going to be shuffling the cards appropriately, as we should. Meanwhile, you're thinking about your beloved person. Then we're cutting the cards, and we're putting them into 3 piles. Let me choose it for you. So let's go. Each card is going to have its own position. The first card is, how do they see you? The second card is, what do they think about you? The third card is there a potential of this relationship? The fourth card is, what should you or can you do in order to be able to improve or help this connection to move forward? The fifth card is, what is going to be their response to your actions? The sixth card is, what is the purpose of this person in your life? The next one is, what is their expectation from you? And the last one is, the most likely outcome of this relationship. Are you ready? So let's go. So guys, we're going to start with the first card, is how this person sees you. And here we see the 3 of the cups. This person definitely sees you as someone that they're happy with, in some sort of, like, there is an emotional abundance, there is like a very great emotional happiness going on with them when they're around you. But 3 of the cups is an indication of spending a good time together. This card doesn't necessarily mean a very serious or kind of a very like settled relationship. This card means that this person does seem to have a really good time with you, and they may be coming back into your life over and over again from time to time when they miss this kind of emotions, as you are definitely nurturing them with the emotions of happiness and joy and fun. So they really like spending time with you. The second card, as we can see over here, is, what do they think about you? Patience and planning. They are not quite 100% sure about their intentions towards you or feelings towards you. Like, they see you as might be a potential partner, but at the same time, because of their personality, because they're not 100% sure if they want to be involved in a relationship. Probably they had just been through some kind of relationship that was toxic, and they're just taking their time to enjoy their life and to enjoy everything that they're having. So the patience and planning says that they are thinking that you could be one of the potential partners, but they need definitely time in order to be able to come to this point of the thinking. The next card is there's going to be a potential of this relationship and the authority. In other words, say an Empress. This card is clearly saying that in order to be able to do this, you're going to have to really 100% obey the person, as they seem to be a very dominant person and quite jealous person in their personality, and they may have some sort of trust issues, so they want everything to go down exactly the way that they want it to be, not the way that anybody else does. So they have a very proud and very, maybe in a way I would say, a narcissistic personality, where they think that their opinion must be obeyed 100%. So the next card, what can be done in order to be able to improve this relationship if there is an opportunity for that? And here we have the card of the Seven of the Cups. In other words, to say, choose wisely. Well, the universe is definitely giving you opportunity with this person. Maybe you're not in that kind of very deep relationship with this person yet, so the universe wants you to think twice before you're going to go in down that way, because this person is definitely not an easy person. If we look at the card of the Authority, which is the Emperor, that person that you're interested in, he or she may not have that very kind of a easy personality. They might be having a very complicated and difficult personality, and maybe even some sort of narcissism in their personality. So you should take some time, withdraw backwards, and think if you really want this relationship to work, how they are going to respond you in this situation. Here we have the Sacrifice. Well, the person, again, always, as we said, puts themselves first. So for them, in order to be able to be proved of their feelings, if you want to prove them that you have feelings and you're willing to go after them, you need to make some sacrifices and show them that actually you're willing to go down that road. But the negative aspect of this card is that, again, as we said, the person thinks about themselves mainly and mostly, rather than they think about you. The next card is, what is their role in your life? This is definitely a karmic relationship, I would say, because the harmony of the card says that this is like more like the past life connection that you might be experiencing right now with this person. There's some sort of weird but also very awkward connection that you have with this person. It's like you can't stay away from them. At the same time, when you're with them, there is some sort of arguments, misunderstandings, like you can't do without this person. At the same time, you cannot do with this person either, and all you're yearning for is the harmony, so that they act the way that you wish them to act. So the next card is, their expectation from you is accelerated motion. They want you definitely to take some more actions towards them, because they don't seem to be wanting to take the responsibility for this relationship. And if you're the one who is actually into this relationship, then they want to see the actions coming from your side, which is understandable from the perspective of a narcissistic person, if to be honest. But at the same time, think about it twice before you make your decision. And then next, and the last card is the most likely outcome: rest and rejuvenate. To be honest with you, being with this person is going to take a lot from you. It's going to take really a lot from you, and you're going to have to really work hard, and possibly that you're even already feeling exhausted and you need some time to rejuvenate and rest from this relationship. And it seems like, what if you should just better leave it to the universal powers and let it go the way that it's supposed to go? Because the energy in here is very self-centered when it comes to the authority power about the person that you're thinking about, whether it's male or female, whoever it is. I would want you still to focus more on yourself, because it seems like you're so tired and exhausted of this back and forth situation going on. So guys, this was the first deck that, for those ones who chose this skull deck. Now we're moving on to the next deck, which is going to be the Tiger Eye deck. Guys, now welcome back once again. Now we are going to be reading the deck of the Tiger Eye. For those of you who intuitively was attracted to this stone and to this deck of the cards. And again, we are doing the reading about the person and about their intentions and feelings and thoughts about you, whether it's someone that you've been in a relationship before and fell apart, whether it's your crush, whether it's someone that you'd like to know what do they think about you? What can they offer to you? So if you chose the Tiger Eye and the next deck, then get ready and we're ready to go. And of course, as usual, we're going to start with shuffling the deck appropriately, right in front of the camera. I want you to think about your person, those who chose the Tiger Eye stone. And we're dividing the deck into 3 parts. So we're ready to go. So now we're going to start picking up the cards. How do they see you? What do they think about you? The potential of this relationship. What can you do in order to be able to help this relationship or improve the situation? What is their response going to be like? The reason they came into your life, their expectations from you, and most likely outcome of it. So guys, as you can see, all the cards in this deck is kind of upside down, which means that there's definitely some sort of blockages. So those ones of you who chose the Tiger Eye might be going through a little bit more harsh and more complicated relationship or connection aspect with your better person, because there's a lot of blockages. There might be a reason that it can also tell us that probably there is an absence of communication, but you're still expecting some sort of communication from the person. But also it might be a very complicated relationship in general. So let's go with the first card. How do they see you? 2 of the Pentacles. For them, the relationship aspect of the situation, considering that the card is upside down, is very unstable. Like, they're interested in you, but it's more like of a sexual interest rather than the emotional interest. So it seems like you are expecting more of an emotional interest coming from your partner, but all you're getting in return is some sort of sexual interest and attraction towards you only. And that's what's making your opinions different at this point. It seems like you are more emotionally involved into the situation. You would want the person to be more emotionally attracted to you, but instead what you get is the sexual attraction and not much of what you hope for. The next card is, what do they think about you? 8 of the cups, I'm so sorry. So this card definitely tells us that probably you have been going on and off over the time. Like, probably you were just breaking up with this person and then going back into the life of this person many times over, and it didn't happen just once. Maybe you wanted to walk away from the person, hoping that they would understand your value and they would stop you, and then still coming back into their life. But it feels like there's still some sort of emotional torture going on over there in this card, and the person sees that you are still being very indecisive in your certain decision about whether you want to stay in their life or go. And it's almost giving me a kind of an impression that the person is taking advantage of it and just playing with your feelings at this point. So you have to be very careful about this. The next card is there a potential of this relationship, and here we have the 7 of the cups upside down, and 7 of the cups says that this relationship or this connection might be more delusional in your own mind and how you want to see the person to be, but in fact how they are quite different to how you imagine them to be and how you imagine the scenario of your relationship to be. And that's what's hurting you the most of all. That's why you keep on coming back and going away, and just on and off. You're hoping that the person will understand your value one day and will just appreciate you, but it seems like this is mainly is being created by the mind, or the illusion of your mind by the energy of the Neptune. Is like you are hoping that person to be who you want them to be, but in fact the reality is that the person does have completely different reality and completely different kind of energy. So the next card we're going for is, what can you do in order to be able to improve the situation if there is a possibility? So the Emperor card in upside down position clearly tells us that you are not in charge and you are not in control of the situations. It seems like you are now being very weak, and the person right now being playful is actually in charge and more in control of the situation rather than you are, and you still keep on dreaming about those illusions and delusions and idealistic ideas about this relationship. But the person does seem to have the majority main of the control of the situation. What is their response going to be like to your action? Well, once again, to be honest with you, I don't want to disappoint anybody, but it seems like this person seems to be coming into your life and spending time with you when they feel like, not when you want them to. And that's why it's like, even when they come back into your life, you feel some sort of satisfaction, but it doesn't get to the point where you're 100% happy. There's still some sort of anxiety, there's still some sort of doubts are being left in the situation. So the next card over here, their purpose in your life, why they came into your life. Nine of the Wands, but in upside down condition. So this is the card to teach us mainly to love ourselves and to set the boundaries. So the problem with this person is that probably they have crossed your boundaries and you've opened up to them, you've become completely vulnerable to them, and now the person is just taking advantage of this vulnerability, and you feel very annoyed about this because you thought like, how can you do this to me? I opened my soul and my heart to you and you're still playing around with my feelings and emotions. How can you do this to me? So the next card is what they expect from you. Six of the Pentacles in upside down condition. Well, the thing is that the person seems to be expecting you to take the first actions and to keep on sacrificing for the sake of them. But again, for them, it's just kind of a sign of their self-value, of their self-importance rather than yours. And the most likely outcome of the situation is the Five of the Cups in upside down position, which seems that if you decide to pursue this person, you're more likely going to be left disappointed and pain and hurt. I'm so sorry for this kind of like spread, but I have to be 100% honest with what I see in the cards. I cannot tell you lies. I cannot see you a negative card and just tell you the positive, because it would give you fake hopes, which would eventually make you even more hurt. So this person is not your person, even though you're trying your best to give them and to provide them with all the intention, love, energy that you want to invest into them. But this person only is taking advantage. Seems like they're only taking advantage of your love. They're only taking advantage of your feelings. They're only taking advantage to feel up their own importance. So I hope that, guys, this reading was clear for those of you who chose the Tiger Eye Stone. And now we're moving into the next one, which is going to be the Amethyst Stone. Blessings, guys, welcome to my channel. So now those of you, of course, who has decided to go for the Amethyst Stone, we're now going to be doing the reading for your crush, for your beloved person, or your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you are wondering about their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you with this cards, with this tarot deck. And if you chose the Amethyst Stone, then let's go. So now I'd like you to concentrate and focus on the person that you'd like to get the information about. I want you to close your eyes and think about them while I'm shuffling the cards. Imagine them in front of you and imagine how they're opening up to you. Imagine what they want to tell you, what are their thoughts, their feelings, and intentions about you. So now we're just about to start the reading. So let's go. So now you're concentrated on your beloved person, guys, we're going to start doing the reading. So the first card here is, how do they see you? The second card is, what do they feel for you? The third card is there a potential in this relationship or connection? The fourth card is, what can you do in order to be able to improve or affect this relationship positively? The fifth card is, what is going to be their response to your actions or your triumphs about this relationship? The sixth card shows their role in your life. The seventh card shows what are their expectations from you, and the last card shows the most likely outcome of the relationship. So now let's go with the first card. So the first card in this reading, guys, shows that how do they see you? How do your crush or beloved person sees you? So it seems like you seem to be a little bit persistent and kind of a little bit stubborn in this kind of relationship. They may seem like you're being a bit self-defending and not quite allowing anyone to get any close to you. So they see you being standing on your positions very firmly, which means that probably even if you are interested in this relationship, but there might have been some sort of argument or misunderstanding between you, and you're still kind of holding some sort of grudges, and you're still trying to hold onto your positions and don't want to back off. So this seems like the person might be trying to make some steps towards you, or might be wanting to make some steps towards you, but because of the stubborn let's say position that you're holding, this may kind of make the person think that you may not be interested in actually making any change in this relationship, or that might just kind of push them on kind of reconsider their positions about you and think whether they are holding the right approach towards you in this relationship. The second card, however, clearly tells us that when it comes to this card, about what do they think about you. Again, as I said, there might have been some sort of misunderstandings, or maybe something that they might have done wrong to you, or something that you might have found out that has been wrong, that has been done wrong, and that's why you are now holding your positions very strictly about this position, about this person, about the situation. Probably they owe you some sort of apology, or probably this person wasn't really very fair on you when it comes to the relationship aspect that you were probably going in. In case if you are not having a relationship with this person, you may seem to be very harsh to this person. You may seem to be very kind of cold, and again, a person who is trying to protect their own positions and not let anyone just disturb their peace. Meanwhile, this card also just means us that the person might have gone through some sort of unpleasant moments, as well as they know that they might have been wrong, or this person may have had some sort of relationship in their past, or relationships, I would say, in their past, where they did to those people wrong, and you might somehow on an intuitive level feel it, and that's why hold your positions very firmly against actually being able to kind of get closer to them or allow them to come close to you. So the next card in this position shows us that even though is there a potential of this relationship, it seems like there might be a potential of this relationship. This person seems to be very welcoming, and actually if you change your approach to the situation, and if you decide that you still want to give a chance to this person, if it's your lover, and if you had some sort of an argument, or if you didn't have any arguments, or if this person is not your lover, still this person seems to be quite welcoming, and there might be some sort of potential to start a relationship, or to start some sort of connection that can actually take you to a complete new beginning. Which means that's why they say do not really judge people by by their past, or do not judge the book by its cover. This actually might be about this certain situation that we're seeing over here, because as we can see right here, the person is being very welcoming, and they would want to make the first step towards you, but because you're being so self-defensive in their eyes, it might be a bit hard for them, and kind of cause them some sort of fears to make the first step towards you. But in case if you want to somehow make this happen and make this relationship work, the best action you can take is probably to forgive them, or at least give them a new chance, because this chance can actually put the foundation of the new beginning that you guys can have. Yes, at the beginning this may seem like there might be this beginning, or this kind of reconciliation might start with some sort of flirtation, maybe giving them some opportunities, some path to showing their interest towards you, showing that they are ready for this new beginning regardless of what happened in the past. So if you actually give them this chance, and if you show them that you're ready for the new beginnings, then their response would be actually victory, and also it would be celebration, which means that they would be very happy for you to be able to give them this new chance, and this can actually guys bring you really good times together. You can be spending really good time together. You can be enjoying each other's company. You can get to know each other better, and understand that we're all human and we all make mistakes, and we may have our dark sides and light sides, just like everybody else does. And of course, this new beginning, starting from flirtation, can actually turn into something quite serious in the future. But again, as I'm telling you, that it all depends on you, whether you want to allow this person just to come into your life, or to just make closer steps towards you. And if they even if they had done something wrong to you, then you can try to give them a chance, so that they can actually make that step towards you, and prove you that they realize their mistake. If it's someone that you know, or if it's someone that you don't know, still giving them a chance would put a great foundation of the new beginning that can actually take you on a different level of the relationship. So the next card is that their purpose in your life. This card is a card of stability, and it definitely shows us that actually this person does now want to have a stable relationship. Even if they made a mistake in the past, now they realize their mistake and they want to have the stability. Well, if they are ready for the marriage, or if they're ready for a serious relationship, that might still be a question, because it seems like they're ready to start something, and they're waiting for your approval to start making the steps towards you, and would probably make them feel kind of really happy about this, and it would bring some sort of stability into your relationship, in your life as well. The next card, their expectations from you, is that you just understand them and you just give them some good time, instead of giving them bad attitude, or instead of being judgmental, just trying to be more understanding towards them. And then you would definitely get the sense of satisfaction and love. And the last card is that most likely outcome is the Ace of the Wands, which means the beginning of a new phase, and the new opportunity that is opening up for you for your relationship, guys. So it seems like actually the reading is quite positive, regardless of the first two cards, that there might have been some sort of misunderstanding, or some sort of kind of I would say the argumentative factor there. But regardless of it all the rest cards, as you can see, the situation is developing in a quite positive aspect, which means that actually you can definitely give this person a chance, and just not be so stubborn about keeping or holding your positions towards this person. So it seems like if you try to give a chance to this person, then they will probably try their best to explain and show you that this relationship can be quite fertile, and this relationship can go a long way. Well, guys, I hope that you were able to get your answer, and this is for all those people who chose the amethyst stone, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video on my channel, and feel free to follow my YouTube channel, which is 𝐴𝑁𝐺𝐸𝐿𝑂'𝑆 Spiritual Guide, for the new videos that I'm going to upload on a weekly basis, regarding all the life subjects that you might be worried about. And also, please feel free to like, and if you like the content, feel free to like it and share the content, and message and comment below what kind of readings would you like for the future references. What kind of readings are you being more interested, whether it's business related, whether it is future related, whether it's relationship related, and I will definitely look into them. Thank you so much, and stay blessed.